Hey folks, hope you're having a great day. I'm actually filming this on Tuesday, and I'm doing that because I've had so much mail come in the past 3 mail days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, since my Friday video, that I can't remember how much I have coming in for the rest of the week, but this was just such a large amount that it was sort of worthy of its own mail video. And I didn't want Fridays to be a 20-minute thing, so I decided to do this Tuesday afternoon for your benefit, to save you a little bit of time, also just sort of keep me organized. I'm probably going to slow down buying just a little bit because what I typically do is I will get stuff in, and then I have like a basic inventory system where for the higher valued stuff, for the graded stuff, I write down, or I use an Excel spreadsheet. I put in what the card is, how much I paid, a couple of other things. And I've fallen behind on that a little bit just because I've gotten so much in the past couple of weeks. So I'm going to get to this. Hopefully this will stay under about 8 or 10 minutes. Don't know. Most of this stuff came from Blowout Forums because it's tax-free. But it's good stuff. I'll tell you, there are a few things from eBay, and I'll try to point those out as I get to them and if I can remember. But from Blowout, I did a couple of sales threads, participated in a couple of, like, I don't know if you'd call them fire sales. But from him, I picked up these two Bellinger Heritage Rookies Gem Mint 10s. Got this really nice Topps Chrome Update Bellinger Refractor. It's numbered out of 250. I think it is very undervalued right now, given his potential and what he's already achieved compared to like Acuna or even Soto. So I think this is a very undervalued card. It's expensive. I think I paid $400 for this, but I think Soto's go for something like $1,200 or more, and Acuna's probably go for more than that. Acuna outsells Soto for some reason. Got this Christian Yelich 2011 Pro debut. I like that he's in, even though it's a minor league uniform, he's in the Marlins uniform. It's the GCL Marlins. And then basketball, picked up this Jaren Jackson Optic Hollow rookie. It's a PSA 9. I might crack it and submit it to BGS. I think I see why it got a PSA 9. I think that'll still go into a BGS 9.5. Wait, did I say that correctly? I think I see why it got a PSA 9. I think it'll go into a BGS 9.5. Picked up this single card from a seller on Blowout Forums. I don't think I've ever owned this card. If I had, it was years and years ago. 2011 Bowman's Best Mike Trout, BGS 9.5 with 9 on the corners. Got this Nick Madrigal, pretty well centered, 2018 Chrome Draft Auto. It's a good looking card. Probably go off to BGS. This will probably go off to BGS. It's Gleyber Torres 2018 Topps Chrome Auto, numbered out of 250, purple auto. Have not had too many Gleyber Torres autos. Picked up this Gleyber Torres short print out of 2018 Topps Series 2, numbered 699. This is my second one of these cards. It's got a little white showing on the top left, but the other three corners are pretty sharp. It's still probably put it in a 9 in both PSA and BGS. Not really sure. This Perdomo Auto I picked up for $25. This was, these all came from this stack down for a little ways came from one seller's fire sale thread or something like that. This Royce Lewis 2017 Chrome Auto. This was $100. It is pretty sharp. That's going to go off to BGS. I think it's a 9.5. The centering is actually really good on this, top to bottom and left to right. Gavin Lux Auto. Pretty well centered all the way around. Pretty nice back. One soft corner. I still think that probably goes into, barring a surface issue, I think it still probably goes into a BGS 9.5. This Alec Thomas 2018 Chrome Draft Pristine 10. I've got a black one numbered out of 75, which is going to be going to BGS shortly. Nick Senzel Refractor Auto of 2017. Has a 9.5 on centering because it's a little off-centered top to bottom. Left to right is pretty good if you compare it to the Royce Lewis. That Royce Lewis is actually better in both directions. I could see a 10 on the centering on the Royce Lewis just off the just looking, I mean, off the top of my head, sort of got this Franmil Reyes blue out of 2014 chrome, numbered out of 150, numbered 66 of 150. That is a very simple signature there, Franmil. This Marco Luciano, it's got good subgrades, but a 9 on the autograph, and I understand why it got that 9. I think this will go into a PSA 10, so I'm going to crack it out and submit it to PSA to see if it gets that 10. I don't care for the auto having a grade. And that was like 280 or 300, something like that. This Devers card, I think it was $50, and I'll pick them up at $50 all day long. A very nice base rookie out of Series 1. This, oh, I'm gonna save these. This is gonna be last. I'll slide those out of the way. This Ronnie Mauricio. It wasn't 150. I think it was 120, maybe 130. I don't remember for sure. Nice card though. Pretty good potential. Now that was one seller's thread. These all came from another seller's post. So started off with a bunch of lower end 2019 Topps Chrome autos. Reese McGuire, Brad Keller, Bryce Wilson, Perez, Dakota Hudson, which could be a good one, Phil Meyer, Knicks, Kevin Kramer, Wisdom, Ryan Barucki, O'Hearn, and Pannone. And then got some parallels. The Blue Wave, Matt Chapman. The Green Wave out of 99, Kyle Tucker rookie. Aaron Judge out of 299, yeah, 299 purple, Elvis Andrews. Jeff McNeil rookie negative, black and white. The Mike Trout Prism refractor. Juan Soto Prism refractor. Jeff McNeil Prism refractor. Pete Alonso base rookie. Pete Alonso, Guerrero, and Jimenez base rookies. I think that whole lot was $90, which if the Trout gets a 10, that pays for the whole lot probably, or close to it. I have a blue Peyton Burdick 2018 Chrome rookie. It's not graded. This came up on eBay. I put it in my watch list, and then the seller offered a deal. So it was originally $350, which I thought was a pretty good price to begin with. He lowered it for me, or offered me a deal, and I jumped at it. So it does have 9 on the corners, but still 9.5. Gold auto numbered out of 50, 33 of 50, and that is from Monster Breaks, I guess. I don't know. It's from eBay. Now there was someone, BRoth6, who has a channel. He also watches this one. He reached out to me through the Blowout forum and told me that he knew I collected Harold Ramirez. I slowed down on my Harold Ramirez collecting a little bit just because I have so much of it right now. And actually, the whole Mel issue, if you go back a few videos and watch about that, I was a little disheartened because that box that went missing had 25 or 30 of his 2015 Bowman Chrome autos to include some parallels. So it disheartened me a little bit, but I just have so much of it that I slowed down. But he reached out to me via the Blowout forums and said he knew of the person who pulled the 2019 Topps Update Platinum 1-of-1 Harold Ramirez, if I'd be interested. I said I was. He put me in touch with the other person, and that other person, I came to an easy deal. I had a number in mind that I was willing to go to, and my max offer was the number he threw out, so I just accepted it and got this Harold Ramirez Platinum 1-of-1. So very excited to add that to my collection. Thank you very much, Brian, for putting me in touch with him. Got this Trout. I think I paid $100 for this. I don't really remember. It's out of Project 2020. You see one right there. I think once this is all done and said, down the road, when prices start to come back just a little bit on some of these cards, that this is going to be one that's sought after. I do think it's a really good looking card, even though it has sort of a high print run. I think about 34,000 print run. but I think this is going to be one of the more sought after ones, and having the background that it does, I think it's probably going to be a little more prone to flaws or noticeable flaws. So I decided to go ahead and pick this one up. I think it's a good looking card. I really like it. So far, it's one of my favorite out of the set. So that was from eBay. From another blowout member, I got these next 3 cards. This is Gleyber Torres Heritage Action out of 2018. Another, the third of this mail day, Cody Bellinger Heritage Rookie out of PSA 10. And this Shohei Ohtani Action PSA 10. I think he's probably one of the more undervalued cards right now. Even if he's only a so-so hitter and a good pitcher, or if he's good at one or the other and he's so-so at the other, his prices are still going to rise. So I think he's a good buy right now. Picked up, I think this was from the thread, from the forums, but I don't remember. It's a Vlad Guerrero, got this lot. It's a Vlad Guerrero Jr. refractor. It does have a little, like a bubble. It's not really a bubble. It looks like it's supposed to be there. Maybe it's a piece of dirt in the photo that they embossed or something. Not dirt in the card, but dirt in the photo that was used. But it's like a little bubble in the refraction or the surface. I don't really know. I got this gold Gurriel out of 2018 Topps Update, and this was a one holiday Gurriel or 2 holiday Gurriels, and then there's a base update on the back of that. There are about 4 or 5 more base rookies in there, and another base rookie right there. So I don't remember what I paid for that. I think 20, or no, 30. $30? I think $30 for the whole thing. So last week in my mail day video, you saw that I had a, this video is 12 minutes. You saw that I had the Sapphire Acuna. That seller came back to me. I asked him, he had purchased, I think, a case worth of 2018 Sapphire when it came out for $200 a box. And he told me he opened 6 or 7 boxes, which floored me because I remember seeing them at about $300 to $400 after the Topps put them out. I remember seeing them on eBay, and I debated getting some, never did, kicked myself for not doing it, but to have opened 6 or 7 kind of floored me. But I asked him if he had any more cards off of a list I sent him, and I looked at his sold listings on eBay and saw that he had sold several Gleyber Torres, several Ozzie Albies, a couple of other Acunas. So he made good money, really good money off those boxes, but he had a couple more that I was interested in, so I purchased this Alex Verdugo auto. It's really nice. And I don't mind. A lot of people seem to mind the horizontal cards. They prefer the vertical cards. I have no problem with the horizontal. I think if it's an action shot, it looks good. So I'm a fan of this card, but he also had this card, Gleyber Torres, and I feel a little bad now that I have it in hand because he was very upfront about the condition, and he sent me a couple of photos of it and an up-close photo and said it does have a soft corner, and the up-close photo was really big, so it looked like the corner was worse than it actually is. You see this corner right here. See if I can get that a little closer. And that does give it a 9 overall on corners, but the rest of it looks great. The centering, the full end is there from New York, so I think it's centered fairly well. The surface looks really clean. The edges are awesome looking. So I still think this probably goes into a BGS 9.5 case. So I got a pretty good deal on that. Overall, I feel good about it. But that is my mail half week thus far. 14 minutes, over 14 minutes. Hope you enjoyed that. And hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And if I have more, I'm getting more in. I don't know how much more. I'll probably throw up another video later in the week, Friday, Saturday, just to show you what I get in the rest of the week. But there you go. That's part of it. Most of it's off to the side. Hope you have a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.